Alright guys, Tom Lawrence here from highlyeffectiveleader.com. Now, don't wait for someone to help you work on yourself. Only you can work on yourself. You cannot grow by accident. You can only grow on purpose. You'll have heard the term before, develop yourself. People you know or who you work with have probably said that to you, that you need to develop yourself in some area. But what does develop yourself actually mean? It means work on yourself with purpose. It took me a while to figure out that you cannot develop or work on yourself accidentally. It has to be with purpose. Have a think of where you are in your career and life today. How did you get there? Did you plan to be where you are, or did it just kind of happen? The reason I ask these questions is because to work on yourself with purpose and to grow, we need a plan of action. That doesn't mean create a plan and then stick it in the drawer. It means create a plan that we must be extremely disciplined in acting on. If we don't work to a plan, then within the next 5 years, you will more than likely be exactly where you are now, or you might be somewhere else, and who knows where that will be. When I told the story in an earlier video in this program about my company paying for me to go to university, before that, I didn't really have a plan for growth. But my engineering director believed in me and wouldn't let me go to university unless I had a plan of action for the next 5 years. So, with help from other team members, I put a plan together and stuck to it rigorously. When I started taking action on my plan, there were a lot of doors that opened for me. I had a 4-year degree to work on part-time. I joined an engineering graduate scheme where I would do placements to gain more experience. I went on courses to help me gain more qualifications, and they would help me in my current and future roles in the industry. I started reading personal growth books and leadership books every day. Working on myself with purpose really did help me attract things into my life too. I was able to do things that I never thought I would ever do. If you were to do the same, then other leaders in your organization will notice this. They will see that you are working on yourself with purpose. They will start to realize that you are changing and striving to become a highly effective leader. They will start to talk to each other about you and work out ways to utilize your new skills and attitude for the better. So expect more responsibility, even if you don't ask for it. The opportunities will start to come to you. And the reason for this is because you are acting on your plan, not because you've created a plan and put it in the drawer. Obviously, the plan will adjust and be changed from time to time, but don't worry about that. What is important is that you are constantly working on the plan and working on yourself with purpose. You do this by acting on your plan. If something happens at a time when you didn't expect it, don't worry. It has happened. Just keep focused on your plan. For example, let's assume that you are now at a level of excellence and you're exactly where you need to be according to your personal growth plan. The next steps in your plan is to move into a promotion within the company and that you need to be computer literate for the role. However, at the moment, you don't have the skills that are required for the job. So you are not fully prepared to apply for the role when it becomes available in the future. It is highly likely that someone else will be computer literate and has what is required to do the job that you want. And this is because you have not added computer skills to your plan. If you only start working on skills when you are required to, for example, for a job, then you are not working on yourself with purpose. If you know that at some stage you are going to need to be computer literate for future roles that you want, then you need to work on those skills with purpose. You need to be working on yourself much sooner. This way, you will be fully prepared before you are required to. Otherwise, you are just going to be hopeful. And being hopeful is not preparation. But you need to be hopeful to prepare. Preparation within your plan is part of practicing your leadership. One of the leadership principles that I practice is to plan and then act on the plan. If others see you do this, then they will start to follow in your footsteps and develop their own plans. This is you leading by example. Another principle that we must practice when working on ourselves with purpose is sacrifice. I struggled with sacrifice for many years. In fact, it is the leadership principle that I still need to work the most on. With your plan, you have a vision for the future. That could be for the next 5 years or longer. To make your vision a reality, you need to make some sacrifices. In order for you to make those sacrifices, you need to believe very strongly in your vision and have the desire to make it a reality. If you don't make the sacrifices required to make your vision a reality, then you will stay exactly where you are, or you might end up somewhere else, wherever that may be. An example of sacrifice is giving up part of your social life to help your future. Are you willing to make a sacrifice like that? So, if you choose to work on your skills with purpose, you will be fully prepared for the roles you want in the future that require those skills. An example of this would be to enroll on courses, shadow a person who has particular skills, or read books on the subject. What you must never do is find an excuse of why you don't have the skills that you need. When it comes to your plan, there is no such thing as excuses or blame. You are the only person that controls your plan. So you are the only person who can make it work or not. How many excuses do you make a day? I work on myself with purpose every single day, and you can too. How I do this is to have one daily goal that I want to work on with purpose. I then choose the most important things that are required every single day to reach my daily goal and do them until I reach that goal. The goal doesn't have to be huge, but it does need to be important so that it will keep you focused. By focusing on working on yourself and acting on your plan with purpose, that is how you develop. Once you've reached your daily goal, you must then develop your goal for the next day and figure out what you need to do to reach that goal. But please ensure that this is not a to-do list. It is a daily action plan that is designed for you to work on yourself with purpose. Some examples of one of my daily action plans is to teach at least one person about leadership, share my leadership content on my website and my social media platforms, write about my day and how I led my people and the experiences we had that day, or read part of a leadership book or blog. So, what are you going to do today so that tomorrow you won't have to? That is the mentality of a growth mindset for leaders. And I believe that you have this mentality. But the question is, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you have the mentality for a growth mindset for a leader? So, action steps that I would like you to complete following this final video. Number 1, figure out what your vision for the future is. Develop your action plan for the future that will enable you to work on yourself based on your vision. Develop your daily goals that will feed into your action plan. Focus on your daily goals and focus on your action plan. Read leadership books, blogs, watch leadership videos as part of your personal growth, and develop your leader's mindset. And finally, do not give up. Do not use failure as an excuse to give up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep learning more strategies on leadership, personal growth, and influence that will benefit you in both your personal and professional life. Connect with me on my other social media channels too to keep in contact and up to date on what I am doing. And please visit my website, highlyeffectiveleader.com, to learn even more valuable strategies in the area of leadership, personal growth, and how you can increase your influence.
Please download my free ebook, Grow Your Mindset, by clicking the link in the description below this video.